My son overdosed. Please hurry up. I can't revive him. He's a heroin addict, so I can't give up. Please hurry. How old is he? 17. He's not responding. Brian, come on.
Prior to me being a police officer, I spent 5 years in our dispatch center, right upstairs. It's like a phone call you didn't want to hear. You actually listened to a 17-year-old take their last breath. Lucky for Brian, the Newcastle County paramedics who acted in his neighborhood got to him pretty quickly. They resuscitated him, transported him to Christiana Hospital, spent 10 days on the ventilator. Mom and Dad then took him to a treatment center across the state line in Pennsylvania. Brian was 17 years of age. Brian turned 18 in the treatment center and he signed himself out. A couple days later, they found him like this, dead of a heroin overdose. This isn't just a local epidemic, it's a national issue. This little girl is 18 years old, found her up in North Wilmington, dead of a heroin overdose. This is where you get your second thing. It's a body bag. No matter what kind of shoes you got on your feet, no matter what neighborhood you're from, no matter what kind of car we drive, you get put in the body bag.
But this requires a desire to stay drug-free. If you put somebody in rehab that doesn't think they have a problem, it's probably not going to work. Okay, they have to have that desire to get clean. And it requires professional help. With heroin, normally this is not a drug that you can kick on your own. When that person decides they're going to get clean, they're going to need the help and the support of their family, their friends, the community, the church, anybody that can help them. What you don't see is a dead body on the floor, but this young man had just been in the Christiana Hospital for a heroin overdose. He left against medical advice. He went back to this motel. He shot up, overdosed, and died. Bloody tissues from wiping the injection site, or if they're snorting the drug, they'll get spontaneous nosebleeds. A cup of water, they mix in the spoon with the heroin. They'll light it with a pack of matches or a lighter to dilute it. Then they'll take a piece of a cigarette filter or a piece of a cotton ball, and they'll put that in the center of the spoon. It'll act like a sponge. It'll draw all that liquid to the center so they can pull it up into the syringe. I've also been told that some people use the filter to filter out any impurities that might be in the heroin, but obviously that is false. And these are more baggies. This is Brian from the beginning of the program. There's a bag of heroin, the spoon with the filter, the cup of water, the syringe, and unfortunately, his toe tag. I've been doing these talks and telling Aaron's story because I think that deserve to hear the truth about how alcohol and drugs can affect their life. Erin's problem started when she was about 15 with alcohol. She went from alcohol to smoking pot. What started out innocently ended up as a full-blown addiction. Erin fought her alcohol and marijuana addiction for 3 years. She had been in and out of several different rehabs, some of them 2 and 3 times. She dropped out of high school and at one point was court-ordered to a rehab in Western Maryland because of an assault charge. Erin was there for 90 days, and while she was there, she got her GED. When Erin got out, she was able to stay clean for about 1.5 years. It seemed like she had finally gotten her life together. She got a job, she bought a car, she enrolled at Deltec Community College. Then one night, while Erin was attending an AA meeting, which she did religiously in Newark, someone offered her heroin. For whatever reason, Erin tried it. She told me later she was addicted after the first time. In this one picture, Erin was very deep into her heroin addiction and very sick. She had had a heart attack. Her weight was down to about 98 pounds, and she was having trouble breathing. So on the advice of a friend and a psychologist that she was seeing at the time, Erin started going to the methadone clinic in Wilmington. She went there for about 5 months, but at the same time, she continued to feel the need to use heroin. We sat in this little chapel and we talked for quite a while. It seemed like she had calmed down and we both needed to get to work. Erin walked me out to my car. She gave me a hug and a kiss. She said, "I love you, Mom." And I said, "I love you too." The next day, I was at work when I got a phone call from the Philadelphia coroner's office. They said they had my daughter, she was dead from a heroin overdose. I tried to tell the lady that it was a mistake, and I described the tattoo that Erin had. She just said, "Mrs. Allen, it's her. You need to get up here." And this is the last picture that I have of Erin.